what a beautiful day we had for two beautiful people getting married today. Lori and I just want to share a few words with you, and probably not a few, maybe a few more than a few. But the first thing that I want to do is just talk a little bit about my relationship with Erin. It's been more special than I could really describe in words. I'm going to try to do the best I can, but it really started when Erin was a little girl, and I just spent an incredible amount of time with her alone. Lori was either off working with her girlfriends or out shopping, and I kind of got over the fear, like, what am I going to do with this little girl? And there was just such a dynamics between us that, the time that we spent together, the one-on-one time that we had, when I had 100% of her attention and she had 100% of my attention, it was just fabulous. And one of the things that I discovered at an early age is, just how similar we are. And there's kind of a craziness about both of us, a little bit of a wild side. And we used to do things, and Lori would never find out about them. She'd be pretty mad. And this really, we built a tremendous bond when Erin started to grow up and went to junior high and high school and college. And we were able to really maintain that relationship, that trust that we had with each other, just because we had built this just incredible foundation. And fast forward 20 years, and Erin graduates from college and goes to grad school downtown and is working part-time downtown, a couple blocks from my office. And again, the same thing started over again, where we would meet practically every week for coffee, lunch, or dinner. And her next job was 2 or 3 blocks away from my office, and now it's literally right across the street. And the times that we spend together, we just share what's going on with our lives, and I feel like I always know when she's stressed out and what her daily method, routine is, and really, it's just, so fantastic that, it's just hard to put into words. So, really those 15 minutes that we spend together every week, or more than that sometimes, but, it's really like the most precious minutes of my whole week, and, I would trade them for all the money in the world. So, Erin, I just want to tell you that I've really tried my very best as your father to always support you and tell you how proud I am of you and have encouraged you to be the very best that you can be. I'm not sure if anything I did made a difference, but you are simply amazing, amazingly smart, funny, grounded, always keeping your priorities straight. You're so poised and confident, happy, as we can see tonight, and ready for this next journey in your life. I can remember so many funny and special moments in your life that just make me smile. You are a person that brings out the best in everyone in good times. With your energy, positive spirit, enthusiasm, and also you're the person who has shown the most inner strength and courage in some of the very tough and sad times in our lives. You've always been very independent. And I don't know if any of you know this, but Erin actually holds a world record. She lived at home for the shortest period of time after graduating from college. I think it was less than 24 hours. But there is one thing that I know I've not told you enough in your life, and that's how beautiful you are. I thought that I had seen, so many beautiful places in the world and things, traveling, seeing mountains, oceans, and sunrises, and waterfalls, and all kinds of things like that. But seeing you tonight and watching you walk down the aisle and getting married, just absolutely beautiful. You remind me so much of how beautiful your mom looked when we got married, what seemed like just a few years ago. More than anything, though, tonight, I am just so happy that you have found the man of your dreams, and that is all a father can ask for. So that kind of brings us to Joel. You look pretty good tonight too. I do want to take this moment though to congratulate you on your good fortune on marrying my daughter. Erin will always be our little girl, but we couldn't be happier that you and Erin chose each other as life partners. We honestly feel as though we have won the son-in-law lottery. You are one in a million, a terrific person that we have gotten to know very well over the past several years, ambitious, going back to grad school this past year, always trying to improve yourself as a person. Genuine, generous, and again, thanks for sharing your Netflix account with us. Loving in the way you treat Erin, and a great friend to so many people, including me. You are my one and only Fitbit buddy. We have seen firsthand your commitment to Erin and her commitment to you. You have both stuck it out, maintaining a long-distance relationship for several years after college. Lori and I are just thrilled to have you in our family today, and couldn't ask for a better life companion for Erin. Now, sorry, we want to welcome you all here tonight. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Erin and Joel. But we're here, and we couldn't be happier that you're all here with us to celebrate Joel and Erin's wedding. To everyone here tonight, we are thankful to share in our family's happiness and the Harris's family happiness. Erin and Joel are blessed to have you all in their lives. We particularly want to thank those of you that traveled from out of town to Chicago for the wedding. Too many to mention by name. But the hotel thanks you as well, because they booked 63 rooms for tonight, so they're very happy too. The one thing we just ask of all of you tonight is that you make this a fabulous party for Erin and Joel. It means lots of dancing, frequent trips to the bar. Joel may even break out some glow sticks tonight. We want to congratulate Hank, Isabel, and Dylan, and the Harris's extended family, and look forward to celebrating many more special occasions with you all. You have a wonderful family, and we have enjoyed getting to know you better since we met 8 or 9 years ago on the Iowa campus at Parents Weekend. And we especially have enjoyed the last 9 months since Erin and Joel's engagement. And thank you again for hosting a terrific rehearsal dinner party last night. This is really funny because I really tried to think of one word that described Erin and Joel, and it's really hard in one word to do that. But the one word that came to my mind when I gave it some thought was adventurer. And if you heard the cantor speaking tonight, I mean, she kind of blew it for me, because that's that was part of my speech. But it's very, very true. Erin was always kind of a thrill seeker growing up and had no fear. And I really wasn't sure if Joel was going to kind of be up for the challenge of some of the adventures that Erin had done kind of pre-Joel. And a couple of months ago, I think I was really convinced that Joel was kind of up for it. I asked him if he wanted to drive to Florida with me a couple of months ago, and he just gave me a thumbs up and said 2 words: road trip. So some of the adventures that they've had since in the last couple of years, skydiving in Key West, and since we're talking about that, if you could please not do that again. Really appreciate that. Kayaking in Belize, trips to Nicaragua and Croatia. They worked for 2 months together in Indonesia, and almost did not survive. Joel didn't survive that trip. It was very close. Trips together in Colorado, Austin, Key West, Tucson, New York, and Boston, where they got engaged. The list goes on, with the British Virgin Islands next. So if you'll all please join me in a toast. To Erin and Joel, we wish you both a long life together, full of good health, happiness, love, and many new adventures.
Cheers!